the corruption that's happening in plain sight. I think it's the most undercovered story of the administration. For me, it's like the crypto is the main event. There was this big New York Times story the other day that alleged basically a quid pro quo between the Trump organization, the Trump family, and the United Arab Emirates, in which this Emirati-linked investment company put $2 billion into Trump's crypto company, and then shortly after, the administration agreed to sell the Emiratis very advanced AI chips. Like a huge national security consideration was at play. How do you think we can get people to notice and care about this stuff? And then what can Congress do about it if we actually win the midterms?
A few thoughts on the corruption. First of all, I think we have to absolutely hammer away at it and make sure that the public sees it and understands it, because it is like the most shocking, brazen, and overt abuse of power in presidential history by degrees of magnitude. We're talking about billions of dollars, a lot of it through cryptocurrency vehicles, directly to the first family. There is good reason to believe that they are shaping American grand strategy around the personal financial interests of the first family. This is an insane level of corruption and self-enrichment. But I think there's a deeper story here about corruption in American politics, which is something the Democratic Party needs to focus on, which is that Trump, in my view, is a symptom of the deeper corruption in our politics. Like, how is it that we have a demagogue who promises to tear it all down, elected twice to the presidency? It's in part because much of the American public has lost faith in our political system, and with just cause. Since Citizens United, this political system has been corruption on steroids, and that is a big part of why policy doesn't serve ordinary people. So as Trump poses this sort of radical threat to the rule of law and the Constitution, things that we have to protect, we can't just become mere guardians of the status quo. We have to be about change and reform. And money in politics is like the root of all of this. We have to focus on that. You know, the vast sums of corporate and billionaire money in our political system, with or without Trump, are why ordinary people are so ill-served by elected officials and by Congress. We need to take up that mantle and run with it. And if we don't solve this problem, even once we put Trump back in the box in the midterms and once he's gone, the country will still be in deep trouble.